Oh shit. Oh shit. Headphones on here. Okay. All right. Hey, everybody. How you doing? It's a Dro Solo edition. Savage AF. You know what it is. I think I started out cursing. Sorry. Wasn't supposed to do that, but that's why they shouldn't leave me alone. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings, guys. Facts matter. Cheers to you. 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Ha! Not here though, because here at Savage AF, we come to you live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously, Monday through Friday, typically at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, listen, it's a little late today. Found out last minute Shang's not going to be here today, so and he won't be here till Wednesday. So I'm gonna try my best to hold down this little Dro solo action for y'all. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my microphone. There we go. Microphone check 1 2. What is this? Okay, here we go, guys. Savage AF. Shang won't be here today, so we call these Dro solo editions. Thank you guys for being here with me. I do appreciate that. Listen, like I said, we are on typically Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, all the way live, YouTube, Facebook. If you ever miss us live, then like you probably drink more than I do or something like that. You know what I mean? Because like, yeah, I'm drunk. Yeah, I'm high. So what? So what? Right? I still made it here. Anyways, man, if you ever miss us live, you can catch us. All the shows are archived on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/SavageAFWorld. You know what it is, man. When you get there, there's like stuff you got to do. You don't just be like staring at the screen or whatever. That gets weird. When you go to YouTube, make sure you do this. Ding, ding. All right. If you've been kicked off YouTube, like I have many times, don't worry, you're not alone. You're not alone. You can also find us on Facebook, SavageA.F. When you get to Facebook, make sure we need thumbs, y'all. Give them to us. Likes, comment, all that. Share it with your friends. Okay? Very important. Also, even way more important than all of that, Instagram, IG, at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang. Without followers, we will be nothing. I will fail my family. Okay? Also, hit us up on Threads. That's Instagram's younger twin sister. Don't ask me how that works. Savage AF, man, forget your feelings, facts matter. Oh, wait, I could have waited 3 more seconds and said, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Ha! I'm Black Pedro. This is a Dro Solo edition. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I see y'all building the building with me. Maya Baker, Damani Jones, I see you. Kev Keith, I see you. Nicole H. Miss Pink the Enigma, still can't figure her out. No other Miranda. We have a one Miranda limit on this show, so that quota has been filled. Who else is here? I see all of y'all, man. AJ Fit is in the building. Ev Gatlin always got that thing on her. Watch your back. Black Fredo, where you getting, Nicole H, where you getting that from? I don't know what that is. Oh, Fredro, are you doing the Fredro's Douglas, Frederick Douglass? Anyway, guys, it's just you and I today, and you know, heavy. I got a heavy one for you. I'm not gonna be here too long. Um, windows are open today, so forgive the background noise. It is hot as Hades. Okay. It's hotter than a Chris Christie fart right now. So it ain't no central air in my place, man. So I got to roll with the windows open today. Um oh, birthday to Damani. Oh, bruh, happy birthday to you, man. Oh, Miranda, it's National Red Wine Day. Well, y'all should have told me earlier. It's too hot to drink red wine. What the fuck you talking about? Is it bad when you go to the liquor store and I got the wine and then he was like, "You don't want any Maker's Mark shots today?" I was like, "You ain't supposed to know that, dog." But keep your voice down. But yeah, no, it's too hot for bourbon and all that shit today. All right, so we doing that. But yeah, happy birthday to Damani Jones. Drink some red wine or white wine, man. Drink tequila, whatever you want. Don't drink it all, bro. Grow up how you want to. But congratulations on another year around the sun. Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. I didn't actually put the banner in here, but let me do that right now. We can do that on the fly. And it's a very simple topic, but somehow, these cracker ass crackers keep making it more complicated than it is. Savage AF, y'all. Fuck your feelings. It is a Monday. Sorry to tell you. August 28th. Okay. We're like 2/3 of the way through the year. It's ridiculous. Where did the time go? August 28th, 2023, in the time space continuum. This is a Dro solo edition of Savage AF. Shang will be back on Wednesday. He's in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, so let's pray that he makes it back. I saw a picture of him and a moose. I just told him, where there are moose, there are white people, so be careful. Because just like moose and other animals in the wild, today's topic, we are being hunted. Flat out. Jacksonville, Florida. It went down on Saturday. A white man, 21 years old, wrote, as far as I know now, up to 3 manifestos, all espousing hatred for Black people and a deep, deep desire. Yeah, Nicole, let's hope that Shane doesn't kill that moose. Oh, actually, that's AJ Fit. AJ Fit is the moose wrestler. Shang sticks to canine and smaller animals. And he's more of a bludgeoner. But that being said, man, it went down in Jacksonville, Florida this weekend. A 21-year-old white man, clearly out of his goddamn mind, but still lucid and functional, who knew what he was doing, took an assault rifle. It appears, and we don't have all the details yet, that he tried to approach the campus of Jacksonville's local HBCU. And I think it had some kind of interaction with the security guard and left that scene and ended up going to a nearby dollar store. Again, this is in a Black part of Jacksonville. He doesn't live in Jacksonville. He drove some ways to get there with the purposeful intent of killing Black people. He walked into a Dollar General store, opened fire and killed 3 Black people. I think one was 19, one was 29, and one was 52 years old. And sorry, I want to pay respect to the victims. So I'll pull it up as we talk. Forgive me, because I was a little disorganized with my beginnings today. But really, what I'm looking at is, these obviously racially motivated killings, right? Where oh, and by the way, right now there isn't an active manhunt on the campus of the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill for a an individual there regarding as armed and dangerous, and he appears to be an Asian man who most likely is some sort of graduate student at UNC. Welcome back to school, kids. Remember when back to school just meant you got a new trapper keeper, new backpack, fresh kicks? Yeah, 2-3 weeks worth of outfits or whatever, man. You mix and match jeans with shirts and shit. You could get a good 3 weeks out of it. Mama got the clothes off layaway in time. We did that. I lived that life. So going back to school used to be, kind of exciting. You want to see your friends and yada yada yada. But now, I feel like going back to school is like a new hunting season for these kids. They got to look new mechanical pencils, Nicole HC. I was never really a mechanical pencil guy because them little ass leads would break, man, and that shit would. Oh God. I mean, I learned eventually like don't put them out so long, but then I don't know. Number, I'd rather get up, stretch my legs, go over to that pencil sharpener. Ha ha ha. That's how you let everybody see the outfit and the kicks, right? Pink Gators, my Detroit players. But in all seriousness, sorry. I again, what we have in the face of incidents like these is that we see the right, and they're always wrong, but we see Republicans, conservatives, right wingers, and just straight up crackers who just cannot address the issue. All right, this man, the shooter, he gets an assault rifle. Apparently had been flagged for some kind of mental illness type shit, but gets an assault rifle legally anyways. Paints swastikas on it and goes to a black neighborhood to hunt black people. Again, he created manifestos, which is, for those who might not know, it's really just an insane person's diary of a madman. Yeah, man. And he, went off in this manifestos about his desire to kill black people. And it's one thing to have a desire, but thoughts lead to words, words lead to action, actions lead to habits, and habits determine character. So eventually these thoughts, these manifestos, these writings, these words became actions that have made him a piece of shit. But also it exemplifies the right wing's inability, and honestly, obviously white supremacists aren't going to condemn this behavior, but just the right wing in general, it exemplifies their inability to address this. And one person that I'm really true hate for this guy, you know what I mean, like my heart goes cold for this motherfucker, is Republican candidate for president, Vivek Ramaswamy or Pastrami or whatever the fuck his name is. No, Vivek Ramaswamy, Indian guy. And I'm gonna dare to say way more Indian than Nikki Haley, like visibly Indian, not like Nikki Haley Indian. Because in the end, I can't tell that she is a descendant of brown people. But Vivek is, this idiot's about my cut. I'll be right. I'll be outside in a second, officer. They hate when I talk like this. Let the damn ambulance through. Anyways, Vivek Ramaswamy, obviously a man of Indian descent, who clearly wishes he was white. He made commentary that this was a mental health issue. They always go into that these shootings are mental health issues. But I saw the dude Charles Coleman. He's a former federal prosecutor and a contributor to MSNBC, and he made the point that I think we all feel, because these right wingers, they always talk this mental health shit when a shooting in general, whether it's a school or a mall or whatever. And obviously these people are out of their goddamn mind, whether they're lucid or not. But that it's a crazy thing to do, to just go someplace and start randomly killing people, obviously. But also obviously this is a gun issue, right? Like, obviously. But most specifically with this case in Jacksonville, this is most obviously, even above mental health or guns, this shit is obviously about race, right? Just like Buffalo, right? I said I'd be outside in a second, officer. How rude. But just like Buffalo, where the shooter drove to a place that he doesn't live, painted the word nigger on his sights of his assault rifle, and specifically hunted black, video live streamed it. Get your Twitch up, dog. But specifically went there to hunt black people. And that is what happened in Jacksonville. He painted swastikas on his assault rifle. And if you're telling me Nazis weren't about race, you ain't telling me a goddamn shut your mouth. Okay? They are about white supremacy and absolute complete racism. All right. So why am I not able to find? Sorry. Okay. I'm still trying to look up the victims' names, because I do want to speak power to their names. So bear with me on that. But again, I do want to make sure you guys understand that, my my main focus on this today is actually this ignorance, right? The ignoring of racist people, the coddling of racist people, making sure that we don't call this thing what it is. And like, Vivek Ramaswamy was saying that not only that this was a mental health issue, but that like race in America, as he put it, we were so close to stamping out the embers of it. Really? We were close to ending racism, according to Vivek. But he says that the media and basically like wokeness, which is black people, keep bringing it up and stoking the flames and just stirring the people up. The media is stirring this shit up. The media. Donald Trump has 91 counts over 4 indictments now for conspiring with all levels of individuals and organizations, including ones like Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers, whose memberships and leaders have already been convicted, and some are serving time already for sedition, conspiratorial sedition. So like to say that the media and black people are stirring up race, yeah. We know what that is, right? Nicole says EWU and is the oldest HBCU in Florida. And here, I did see one story. Maybe I can hit y'all with this real quick. All right. Edward Waters University, that's what it is. They're honoring Lieutenant Antonio Bailey for chasing down the gunman who eventually killed 3 people at the Dollar General store. So you know, our hero at EWU, Edward Waters University, is Antonio Bailey, Lieutenant Antonio Bailey. And I don't have the interactions, but apparently, according to this headline, it says security guard chased Jacksonville mass shooter from HBCU. So a black man, here. I'll bootleg this photo here for y'all. But that's your hero for today, at least at Edward Waters University. Not today, but from Saturday. At Edward Waters University, Lieutenant Antonio Bailey chased away cracker-ass cracker shooter. But unfortunately, he did end up at a Dollar General store. Oh, here we go. Our victims, forgive me, and sorry for the delay on this, but our victims, and this is actually the most important part. It really is, because these are human lives that were lost. And the only way to put it is like their lives were lost strictly because of the color of their skin. Right? These people were killed because they were black. That is why they were killed, right? You know, typically there's a million things at the Dollar General store that will kill you. I wouldn't buy meats and things like that from there, but in this case, just the decision to go to a Dollar General store on some routine shit ended up destroying their lives and ending their lives and destroying those of their family and loved ones and the community around them. But these individuals who were lost, all black, were Angela Michelle Carr, age 52, Gerald Gallion, age 29, and then AJ Laguerre. I hope I said the name right, but 19 years old. And I've been 2 of these ages, 19 and 29. And when I think about the times in my life that I've been those ages, you know, I realize how much I've lived since then and how much these people won't. It's really sad. I mean, 19 and 29 is really, really young. Angela Michelle Carr was 52. I'll be that in 6 years, knock on wood. And it would also feel like if I only had 6 more years of my life left, if I knew that, like, that I would be ending my life way sooner than I would want to or would ever have imagined, especially doing something completely benign, like going to a store, you know. These people weren't skydiving or polar bear wrestlers or no shit like that, you know. They weren't soldiers off to war, SEALs on a mission or no shit like that. These are just American citizens going to a store who get shot because they are black. You know, where I grew up, innocent people got killed a lot in all kinds of, you know, accidental shootings and you know, irresponsible drive-bys. Not that there's a responsible way to kill your enemies, but, you know, drive-bys are obviously completely irresponsible. But, you know, these people were just killed because they were black. You know? So in that sense, you know, obviously it brings up, you know, sadness and frustration, but I think most importantly, rage. That's a thing I like to use for motivation. And then when I hear, a Republican candidate like Vivek Ramaswamy, try to water this down to just a mental health issue, because racism was about to be over until the media and woke black people started talking. It's like, bro, fuck out of here with that shit, man. I think by now, if y'all watch the show, you know me, that I've changed my life such that I mentally, physically, logistically have prepared myself f- for the potential encounter with an individual like this, who might be, looking to just randomly take black lives on any given day. I do agree with this, Nicole. It's not the main point, but also, like I mentioned earlier, Dollar General ain't the greatest place to shop. But that leads to a whole other set of economic issues. Ain't no dollar store in the suburbs. You know what I mean? That's hood shit. And if we were allowed to thrive in this country like we have in the past, before mobs of white insane Neanderthals came out of the hills and started burning towns and hanging pregnant women and eating black children. All right, the last one might be an exaggeration, but feeding them to alligators, okay, big difference. Um, then maybe we wouldn't need dollar stores in our community. They would just be our stores like they used to be. But I do agree, Nicole. I got literally $2 stores in my walking radius, the 99-cent store, and yeah, I just can't even do it. Like not even dish soap or anything. I just think something about it. Not being bougie, just. Um, but I'm not going to Erewhon either, just to try and stay safe while I grocery shop, right? Because that shit might as well kill me with Erewhon prices. Whole Foods, you getting close to. Slow down. AJ Fitz said, and people I'm around wonder why wherever I go, I got something that will put a hole in someone. I don't think he means like a Phillips head screwdriver or something. But I listen, AJ, Captain, I'm gonna tell you, I'm in the same boat. Um, to the point where I stopped telling people I got that thing on me. I just probably do. But that, as ridiculous as that sounds and might feel, where you're like, I carry everywhere now. It's like, why? When we keep watching this news like this, they're looking for a gunman at UNC right now. Buffalo people were just grocery shopping. Jacksonville, people were just, you're just going to a store. Like, where's the next place? I mean, I don't think it will be, but why couldn't it be my job or the Whole Foods that I go to or whatever next place I walk in, wherever I go to have dinner, maybe the museum I go to have lunch at sometimes? Like what? Like where is the next place? If you can tell me where the next mass shooting is, I'll leave my gun at home all day. Man, I went 40 years before I even started walking. 42 years before I started this lifestyle. So I really don't think it's me, right? Like I know a life where I don't feel the need to walk around with that thing on me, but I also see what the fuck is going on around me, and even above my life in Detroit, which had a lot of potential danger around it. Yeah. And AJ, I know you did say something hot, so I figure it wasn't that screwdriver, bruh. Projectile weapons. But listen, man, listen. I lived a life where I've never even considered owning weaponry, and then I saw in America in 2020 that completely flipped my sensibilities about this. And I think since then we've seen, and not even just since then. When we talk about hunting, I mean, like, let's talk about George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin, right? Like, he hunted that child. He hunted him. Lost a fist fight with a 15-year-old and shot him. Like, they're going around hunting us, guys, and I don't, I'm Pedro, but I ain't Pedro. Like, you ain't gonna hunt me, nigga. I ain't Prey Dro. I ain't here for that, bro. Yeah, I tell jokes. I'm a stand-up comedian, man. I like to make people laugh. Shout out to the Laugh Factory in San Diego. We had a ball this weekend. Oh, oh, oh my God. All right. I'm gonna wrap up this subject fairly quickly, and then before we get out of here, I might actually do a whole show because I gotta share this with y'all. And I'll probably bring it up with Shane too in a couple days, just because he don't know the story. And but sit tight. I got one for y'all. But yeah, man. Again, America hasn't changed, right? It's been this country the whole damn time. It's been this country the whole damn time, right? But it's acting up. It's acting out. It's like when you got a bad behavior and you think you've got it suppressed, and then one night different, something happened and the shit comes out, and America shit is back out, like out in the open. Like, they were like, oh no, let's not just make racist laws, let's kill black people, right? And seeing that, I'm like, that's not how I play that game. Okay, I play you shoot, I shoot back. Also, and I'll end with this, on this topic. And I put this on Threads at Black Pedro on Threads. Black people, and chime in on the comment section, man. But let me know, black people, do we need to start policing random white people in black neighborhoods like they do us when we're in a white neighborhood, like in Ahmaud Arbery, right? Like when they hunted him down, right? When we watched that and saw that young man just out for a jog on some physical conditioning shit, get hunted down by 3 crackers, 2 of which shot him. Oh, sorry, 1 shot him, the other couldn't wait to. So, the question is, do we need to start policing random ass white people in black neighborhoods, right? Like, hey, white boy, fuck you doing at this Dollar General store? Like, what? Why are you here? What do you want from here? Where the fuck do you live? We run up on each other all the time. Like, where you from, nigga? Nah, nigga, where your grandma stayed? Nigga, let's run up on white people like that. Random ass white people you don't know in a black ass neighborhood. Yeah, maybe it's time to start questioning their presence there. Did you run out of gas? Just a pit stop on your way to Crackerville? Like, I don't give a fuck. But like, let's start asking them why the fuck they're here. Watch them, police them, chase them down. Because if you don't live there, that's always, I think, that's like they'll see us walking into some nice building, and some Karen or Kevin will just, do you live here? Do you belong here? Are you supposed to be here? I just didn't know. Did you live here? I live here. Do you live here? It's like, I think it might be time to run up on it might be time to run up on random ass white people. I'm not saying just initiate violence, but stay woke, right? Let's watch these motherfuckers. What are you doing here, sir? Can I help you? You can get the fuck out. Dollar stores are for broke Negroes and really, really poor white people. And, unless you're a really, really poor white person, how the fuck could you afford to drive all the way over here just to kill it? So, like, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Get the fuck out. Fuck out of here. All right. LG says, I say no. That would be feeding into the chessboard agenda. Listen, sometimes I ask these questions semi sarcastically, but in reality, we're at a point now where I don't think it would be a disservice to our community to be on a heightened alert when you see a random white person in a black ass place. Dylan Roof walks up in the church, only white boy sitting in there praying with 9 black people. These were church going Christians. They had the Lord's love in their heart. But as an atheist, I wouldn't have been at the church, but if I was, I'd been like, fuck you doing here? Fuck are you doing here? Dylan Roof, right? A question, if asked and if maybe pressed upon, and obviously I'm not blaming any members of that congregation for what happened to them. That's not where I'm going with this. But as a community, when we talk about staying woke, we might, need to define those parameters more specifically and be weary of when some random lone ass white guy is just in a black place and nobody knows him. I got white homies that hang out in black places all the time, but we know that motherfucker. We grew up together, did all this shit. Like, I know that we can vouch. Down ass homie. But if we don't know you like that, white people, I don't know that we should just be letting y'all roam around our spaces like that. Fuck. We got segregated to ghettos for a reason. Stay the fuck out of here. Leave people alone. Nicole H said, we're damned if we do and damned if we don't. Amen to that. We're being hunted, guys. Don't be prey. Don't be prey. And don't just pray either, P-R-A-Y. But we need to organize our community thoughts, our collective thoughts around random white people in black spaces that nobody knows. Sorry. Especially lone white dude just by himself walking into a spot. I don't know, man. Again, I'm not saying do anything to anybody, but I'm saying who that? Whose man's is this? Do you know him? Do you know Walter? Nobody knows you. What's going on? Are you lost? Are you good? Because they do that to us, right? You walk into these predominantly white spaces and they're like, can we help you with something? Did you need anything? Are you looking for somebody? Are you a guest of a, do you know? We've never seen any. And how'd you get here? Ev Gatlin, we need to stop being so welcoming. As a non-religious man, I'm going to say, amens. Won't he do it? Stop being so friendly about this shit, black people. Like, fuck that shit, man. Or verify and vouch for a motherfucker before you just being like, well, come on in here, Mr. Jolly White Mans. Fuck all that, bro. Obviously, these people like this do not belong in these spaces, man. Speaking of not belonging in a space, okay? And I'm just going to give this to y'all real quick. This weekend, I was at the Comedy Chateau in North Hollywood, California. Saturday night show, 10 o'clock, in the small room. Good little crowd. I think I went up 4th. I wasn't even hosting this weekend, so it was great. Just a regular spot. Got a couple new jokes off at the top of my set. First of all, let me set up the whole scenario properly. Sorry. I walk in the club, a few minutes before 10. And shout out to Stacy Lynn Fletcher. Very, very funny woman, talented actress, and great comedian. She, I see her We greet each other, and she was like, I don't know what happened. I just came in like 5 minutes ago myself, and there's a weird vibe in here, and something happened, but nobody's willing to talk about it, and I just can't figure out what's going on. But something's going on here. Something's weird. I was like, all right, all right. And speaking of staying woke, we look around and we both zero in on this white girl who's like sitting across the room from us, talking to somebody else. But when I say I'm from the east side of Detroit and I know what a fucking crackhead looks like or a druggie, immediately I was like, cracky. And I didn't even call her cracker. I called her cracky in my head. And it was just like clearly this chick was off. Like she was, the vibe was off. And I don't know if she was the source of the whatever the vibe was in the room or in the building at the time, but it was visible to us. Anyways, fast forward, show starts. I go up first. Fourth. And the show had been incident free. People did their jokes, got their laughs, left. I get on stage, got a couple of jokes off, doing just fine. And then cracky white girl who's in the room now at the show starts yelling out shit at me. Like, but kind of like incoherent shit. Like, not even, it's like not quite even heckling. It was just like some mix. It was like Karen on crack. You know what I mean? Like she just kind of wanted to insert herself as a white person into the show and into my set for some reason. And verbally I was shutting that down, not letting it go on, just talking my shit like, shut your crackhead ass up, blah, 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 getting laughs off of her. That went back and forth for a little second, and then she decided, and I had my first incident, y'all, but she popped up out of her seat and ran up on stage and started twerking. And at that point, I was like, if you don't sit your skeletal, skinny, non-having white ass down, and there's no security at the club, but jokingly, I was like, security, can you bring my folding chair? Because I swear, I would have Montgomery'd this bitch. I was ready to Aquaman her. But she got up on stage and just started twerking and trying to twerk on me. And then eventually ran and sat back down. I will note that, I bounced off of it, got laughs. It's not what you want, not what you desire. Wish I had it on film. But most concerning was the club owner's reaction afterwards, where I was informed that somebody else told him, hey, there's a crazy chick who jumped up on stage during Pedro's set. And apparently the club owner was like, or allegedly, I'll say, the club owner was like, well, did she jump up there on anybody else's set? I'm like, no. He's like, all right, well, she brought two people, so I can't really kick her out. Nigga, what? And he's not actually a Negro, but the mentality is there. Niggerish, I should say. She brought two people. That's why she can stay and molest my set and twerk on me or try to with no ass. If she had ass, wouldn't even be complaining, dog. You know me. I'll take it where I can get it. But she was cracky and skinny, and just probably live somewhere. I like my white girls homeless. Ha! Beat y'all to the joke this week. Fuck y'all. Yep. But that's it, man. I had my first, and better be my last. Do not do it. But an audience member ran up on stage during my set this weekend. And yeah, that was my adventure. So thank you, San Diego, for keeping it classy, because it was a bomb show at the San Diego Laugh Factory this weekend. Check out my IG. I got a new joke I posted from that set that I love and I think smashes, and it's a viral topic. So holler at your boy at Black Pedro. But yeah, man, that was my experience this weekend. Did want to share that with y'all. So in addition to us being hunted, we're also being accosted on stage. And I think I need to, in addition, AJ, to keeping something hot on me, I think I am going to request the folding chair on stage instead of the stool from now on, bro, because it's a lighter and more agile weapon wheeled, and it's more compact, right? It's easily storable. So yeah, we're going folding chair from now on, baby. That's what it is, y'all. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Black people, be safe out there. Don't get hunted. No, Nicole. Okay, I like big butts, and I cannot lie. All right, that's honestly the only reason. Well, not the only, but that's kind of that's how homeless hobo. That's how she got through the gates. You know what I'm saying? Like she had a thing on her. I ain't gonna lie. She had ham meat on the back of her back. Um, no pancake butts here. All right. I like pancakes, but not on your ass. Savage AF, man, fuck your feelings, facts matter. This was a Dro solo edition. Went much longer than I thought I would today, but thank y'all for sticking around. I'm gonna try and get a Dro solo in for y'all tomorrow as well, and then we'll have and yes, AJ, with my chairs, not the plastic. I want full metal jacket. You know what I'm saying? Them steel ones, yeah, the Union Hall joints. No, not the family reunion picnic ones, but the ones that make us that ding, yeah, gonna ring a little after. Hey, I want to hear that. I will be back here tomorrow for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and do it, man. 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the meantime, in between time, stay black if you are. Okay. Do not be black if you're not, and also don't be shooting at us and shit. Just go mind your goddamn business. Keep your finger out your nose, y'all. You know what it is. See y'all tomorrow.